Welcome back. Now let's take a quick look at the fixed income market. I'm being joined by a fixed income dealer at Sterling Bank, Rotimi Sholeye. Good afternoon, Rotimi.
Good afternoon.
So tell me, what's the sentiment like today in the market?
Yeah, today the market has been, there's been quiet on the fixed income desk. Quietness has been there from the beginning of this week, actually. But we have been seeing movement in the T-bills market. There have been activities in the T-bills market due to the liquidity squeeze in the market. So the market has been on the sales pressure on the T-bills desk. So we have seen yields going up in the T-bills market.
Talking about yields, how would you compare the yield at this moment with that of the opening yield?
Yeah, because from the if comparing the market right now from let's say maybe last week, all right, we've seen a real movement on the T-bills section for seeing the yields going up. Why? Due because of the FX issue that entered the system. On Monday, the CBN started a new regime on the FX market, and on Tuesday, we now saw a huge debit into the system. So since there was a huge debit in the system, people started having a sell-off. So yields compared to last week, yields went up compared to last week where yields were trading around the 10 levels and the 11 levels. Right now, we are seeing yields on the T-bills market which are less than 1 year. We are seeing them at 12 and 11 levels.
All right, today is the last trading day for the week. What is your outlook like for next week?
All right, right now, outlook for next week, we are seeing a moderation in the market. There are a lot of liquidity has been coming back into the market. We have seen the money market side of the market, which has been trading in the course of the week, it has dropped down to 25 levels. So the market is buoyant now. So we see more people buying securities now. So we don't see this kind of yields on the treasury bills next week. But for the fixed income, yields are still moderated because the foreign portfolio investors are still watching the market to see the effect on the FX. So we are not seeing yields on the fixed income market to be anything different from what we have right now next week.
All right, thank you very much for your time, Rotimi. Rotimi Sholeye, fixed income dealer at Sterling Bank. Now, Zimbabwe has used foreign currencies, including the US dollars, British pounds, and Chinese yuan, after dumping its unloved currency that came to symbolize a decade of economic collapse. Since March, however, the economy, grappling with a devastating drought, has faced a shortage of notes, unnerving depositors who fear the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe turning on the printing presses again will make their cash worthless.
The central bank has moved to limit bank withdrawals, and long lines outside banks have become a common sight in the capital Harare as depositors scramble to access their savings. Since January 2009, the southern African country has used foreign currencies, including the US dollar, British pound and Chinese yuan, after dumping its unloved currency that came to symbolize years of economic struggle. Since March, however, the economy, grappling with a devastating drought, has faced a shortage of notes.
If you want to draw your money out of the bank, you are limited to, in some cases, in some instances, $100 a day if it's a personal account, and for corporates, in my experience, I've been able to draw $500 per day.
Many Zimbabweans are worried that the central bank's plans to circulate local banknotes to ease dollar shortages could open the door to rampant printing of cash, as happened in 2008 when inflation hit 500%, wiping out savings and pension. Zimbabwe has already imposed restrictions on imports of a list of basic goods, mainly from South Africa, to protect local industries and stem outflow of scarce dollars.
What we're going through in Zimbabwe right now is not a cash crisis, it's an economic crisis. The cash crisis is a result of a situation that's been building up over quite a long time. So, you've got a combination of policies government policies that haven't worked out in terms of investment into the country, in terms of employment into the country, in terms of production in the country.
Local companies have cheered the import restriction measures, but economic analysts say they could cause shortages as the domestic industry struggles to increase capacity, with some firms using outdated equipment dating back to World War II.
Zimbabwe's cash crisis has been long in coming when one looks at the trade deficit that we have registered since we dollarized in 2009. We are doing an annual trade deficit of about $3 billion. What that basically means is we have more money leaving our economy than what we are bringing in.
A catastrophic 1999 to 2008 recession decimated Zimbabwe's industry, and Harare has increasingly relied on imports. The country's trade deficit has, as a result, widened from $400 million a decade ago to $3.3 billion last year.
And that's it on the program. Enjoy your weekend.